Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Bulldog BBQ. So today, instead of showing you some of my smoking creations, meat that is, I'm going to show you how I make my barbecue sauce. Well, I'm going to show you the ingredients. I'm not going to give you amounts. There has to be some things to the left to the imagination. So first of all, you're going to go ahead and chop up either one small onion. I have a red onion. You can use white or you can use yellow, preference. You need one small or half of a large onion and a couple of cloves of garlic. Don't use that Costco made stuff right there. Just take a few seconds and chop your own. Now, spices. Got a couple things right here. We have chili powder. We have some smoked paprika, okay? And also some cayenne. Be careful on the cayenne. Right over here, hard to get sometimes, but we have some molasses. You can use honey, but molasses does make a difference. So anyway, have some molasses right there, apple cider vinegar. And then over here, I have some Worcestershire sauce. And finally, some of the, maybe not so secret ingredients, but they definitely make a difference. We got some Dijon mustard and some hot sauce. And then good old salt and pepper that we'll be adding with the onion to get things started. See you in a few minutes. Okay, so phase one, we got about a tablespoon of olive oil, extra virgin or traditional, totally up to you. I just use the regular. I'm not a really big fan of extra virgin. So I'm going to go ahead and place the onion inside. And you want to go ahead and stir this until it gets nice and soft, if that makes any sense. It actually takes tender, remember, not soft. We don't want it mushy. But continuous stirring is a must. So it's going to take about 5 minutes of just the stirring. So I'm not going to show you 5 minutes of stirring. That'll be pretty boring. Once that's done, then things kind of kick into high gear. So I'll see you in a couple minutes. Okay, I'm back. I'm going to add a little bit of salt and pepper to the onion. This is the only time I'm actually going to add any salt and pepper. You can go ahead and add some to taste, but basically the recipe that I found that I've kind of adjusted from this basically suggested, and I think it's a good one, whoa, there's too much salt right there, to go ahead and add some in the beginning. Okay, so these onions are getting tender. They have a wonderful smell. I'm going to go ahead and add the minced garlic. And our chili powder, cayenne, and smoked paprika. And you want to go ahead and stir that up really good. That's going to take about a minute before we start adding the other ingredients. It's not going to look the best, but boy, you're going to go ahead and smell an interesting aroma of flavors. Some savory, some smoky. That chili is going to go ahead and be really, really strong. Keep stirring. Make sure you go ahead and use the back of the spoon to keep any little bits of onion from sticking right there. We don't want to burn anything. All right, so that's been about a minute, and these flavors are definitely marrying together. So because that molasses is so thick and sweet, we're going to go ahead and add the other ingredients first. There's our Worcestershire. And our apple cider vinegar for a little tang. Then go ahead and give that a stir. Turn the fire down slightly. And then add the molasses. And this is, as you can imagine, very viscous, very thick right there. We're going to go ahead and let that come together for about a minute by itself. Okay, time to go ahead and add our not so secret ingredient of hot sauce and Dijon mustard. Go ahead and add that in there. Really want to be careful to make sure that mustard breaks up evenly so you don't have it all nice and clumpy. Notice the dark color. That comes from, like I said, you can use honey, but boy, that molasses not only gives it that sweetness, but it also gives it that nice dark color. So we're going to go ahead and add our ketchup now, just a regular ketchup. About a cup and a quarter. Go ahead and add that right there. And we'll stir all this going right here. Get this going on a medium heat till it starts to boil. Okay, everyone, so we are right about the 5-minute mark in our process, maybe about 7 minutes. Just want to kind of show you the color right here. It's already taking that amber dark color that you see in wonderful, delectable, delicious barbecue sauces. So the directions basically call for about 15 to 20 minutes total. You got to kind of feel, because each batch is different. So trust me, you will know it'll start to come to a boil. You don't want it to boil too early. So that's why you just got to keep stirring. A wood spoon is very handy to have. And we're going to go ahead and let this go for another 5 to 7 minutes, and then we'll go ahead and take a look. All right, everyone. So this is the finished product here. Start to finish, a little under 20 minutes. As you can see, I've actually removed it from heat, and it's still kind of bubbling and percolating a little bit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and look at that beautiful color. It's interesting. It's an interesting all-purpose sauce, because when you first taste it, you're going to taste the sweetness, you're going to taste a little bit of tanginess, and then the heat's going to hit you at the end. So that's kind of cool. It's a great multi-purpose sauce, good for pork, good for beef. I particularly like it for pork. I'm going to go ahead and let this basically cool on its own. I'm going to go ahead and put the lid on and just leave a little bit of space for the steam to escape. And I'm going to let it sit here for about 2 hours, because I'm going to need it a little bit later tonight. Got a surprise coming up to show you. See you then. Hey there, everyone. Well, 3 hours later, and my St. Louis ribs have fully cooked. And just want to show you, because I've glazed them with that wonderful, succulent, juicy barbecue sauce, and it is going to be a match made in heaven. So hope that you enjoy your efforts to make your own sauce. This is Bulldog Barbecue, reminding you to keep on smoking meat that is